have yet to see a program like this. And it's wonderful to see because chess is not checkers. It's a higher level thinking game, and it's wonderful for our kids to be exposed to that game, and they're picking it up so quickly because Mr. Allington presents it in such a way that's fun for kids, and it's easy for them to comprehend. And these skills in chess have a direct connection with the kids gaining greater comprehension skills when they read. And that's so important, especially in the 3rd grade, which is the grade that I'm teaching now. And he's basically building on the base that they're developing for greater comprehension skills and opening themselves to becoming real lifelong learners.
So this type of program would be great if it was part of the regular curriculum or the regular school curriculum. And
it would be wonderful if it was a part of a regular curriculum all over the Los Angeles Unified School District. And not only does it enhance the kids' learning, but this is quality teaching in such a small span of time in the day. And that's what I think is very effective as well.
I noticed I saw a lot of chanting and mantra and emphasis on achieving and being a champion was one of the phrases that I think the kids were repeating, and it kind of puts it in a little musical rhyme, and so it seems like it's really reinforcing them in a positive manner, and they're having fun in learning at the same time.
They're having fun, and those chants are chants that they remember, and you hear them recalling those chants on the playground during their recess as well as their lunch recess. And you see them, I've seen kids now bring in their own chess boards, and helping them maneuver those chess boards, and those pieces are those chants and are those songs, so they can play that game independently without being guided by any adult.
So the program extends for the lower grades as well as the upper grades in the school. I mean, have you noticed like a continuous from if they start early? Does it carry through to the upper grades and help them learning, and
Absolutely.
Possibly in other high schools or junior high schools?
It does. It absolutely carries through all those skills and the game. It just, that knowledge of the game and those skills that game brings and the chants, it carries through to the 4th grade, 5th grade. And like I said, chess is such a calming game too, because you're doing that inner yammy of intellectual thought of your next move. And to see the calm come down on the yard is pretty amazing. That's all due to the program and watching them play. It's pretty exciting.
Okay, great. Thank you, Ms. McDaniel.
Thank you.
But as I was outside, this not the positive things about the.
Oh no, it's all good. So your name, you're I'm sorry.
I'm Miss Nguyen.
Miss Nguyen, okay.
Grade at Adams Mesa Elementary School.
Okay, and so the program that's come in, I mean, has it been here a long time, or have you seen it positively affect the kids and help them in learning?
No, definitely. So some of my students who are in the chess tutors, they are pretty obsessed with chess. At any break that we have, whether it's recess, lunch, breakfast in the classroom, or any free time, I always see them sneak out their little traveling chessboard, and they're right there with chess. They're obsessed with it, and they always share stories about how they put one of their opponents in checkmates in the after-school program. So I see a positive behavior in a lot of my students. I just feel like during each lesson, it's super engaging for all the students. The chants are fun, the kids are totally enjoying it, and I think that both Mr. Bobby and Mr. Ellington bring great energy to the kids. So I think it's been great so far.
Yes, I noticed the chanting that they were doing and emphasis on the words like championing and doing better, and all of those definitely seem to help them. They're just positive words and words that they need to hear. So would you say that the program, I noticed there are littler kids and then there are larger kids. So do you see like a continuance of like when they start off smaller or littler, going through the upper grades and it's staying with them and helping them?
Definitely. I just see a growth from the program when it first came to my students and to where they are now. I see this great growth of just like positivity. And sometimes I catch myself chanting those chants in my own classroom. It works in chess tutors, but if it works there, then it's going to work in my classroom. And so the kids know it, and so we get to chant it. So definitely I do see a positive change.
Yeah, they seem pretty excited, and I guess chess is a complicated game, and so I guess to teach it to kids, you have to have a way to make it fun so that it doesn't seem boring or stiff, and it helps them think at the same time. And so the guys who brought in the program, have they been here a long time, or are they going to stay? They're going to have more classes? Is it going to be a part of the regular curriculum, or just give us some of your thoughts on that?
Well, I would recommend it because I'm actually a first-year teacher. I'm a second-year teacher here, and so I don't know whether this program was here last year, but I know that it was brought into this school this year, and I would recommend it to other grade levels as well because I know that, and other schools, I feel like you should just expand. I feel like it's a positive thing for the kids, and it also helps with their critical thinking, and now their ability to analyze and plan ahead. And that's a skill level that is apparent all across the curriculum. So I feel like it's beneficial for our kids, all kids, whether it's elementary, middle school, and even at the high school level. I feel like it would be great.
So, like you were saying, it goes all into the other subjects, and even when they're learning other subjects, you notice the influence that the chants and the other parts of the program, the chess program, filters into and flows into the other academics of the school's curriculum itself. So it seems like it's overall just very beneficial, and actually it needed and should be a part of the regular curriculum.
I completely agree, and I feel like by bringing this program in, it's just to help them, have hobbies besides things that they normally do. Because I feel like they don't normally get exposure to chess. They don't see that, and I feel like now that chess tutors is here, I feel like a lot of my students are very interested in chess, and I feel like who knows where they're going to go and how far they're going to go with this, but I feel like it's going to go pretty far.
Okay, thank you, Ms. Wynn.
Thank you.
Ms. Montenegro, what subjects do you teach in the school?
I teach third grade English language arts, social studies, and English language development.
Okay, so some of the kids currently in the chess program are also in your class, or you see them in your classes that you teach?
Yes. The students that are in the chess program are in my classes.
Oh. Have you seen it affect your classes and the way they behave or the way they learn? It seems like they're excited about the program. I see them chanting and waving their hands and everything. So have you noticed it having an impact on your class?
Chess Tutors has come into our classroom and taught our students a lot of motivating chants that we will use in the classroom during the day. So sometimes they'll, if I need their attention, and if my getting them quiet tactics that I'll use, like class, yes, is kind of dry for them, or I've used it too much, sometimes I'll say beep, 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 and they get excited and they'll say ba, 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 and they'll respond back. So that helps. They also do a lot of chants. For example, we are doing a writing assessment today, and I've been teaching about using stamina, because during writing they're only 8-9 years old and they're sitting there writing for an hour. So when I talk to them about stamina, they'll talk about not giving up, and they'll do the chess tutor chants like the hard work pays off, and they
setback, comeback. I heard that one, setback, comeback.
Yes, they motivate themselves while learning. So I know they're making connections. I've seen some of my students just really blossom during that game. I know many of my students didn't know what chess was. Now we know the history of chess, we know the moves, we know the chants, I know where to put the chess. I didn't know how to play chess before, and I'm learning as I see my kids learning. And yesterday during chess tutors, I saw my students playing each other, and some of them got checkmate, and I was just so impressed and blown away because even the students that have the lowest scores, I saw really getting into the game and really understanding them. So as their brain is moving in the game, I know that they're able to have more confidence and use those same strategies during instructional time and regular classroom time.
Oh, well, so the program seems like it's had an impact on the entire curriculum and the other classes.
Yes,
So I noticed that, yes, they were doing the chanting and the mantras and the positive words, set back, come back, and the other ones, other phrases that they were using. So it seems like the program should be or would be a great thing if it was part of the regular curriculum or of the school itself and offered as an everyday class.
If chess was a part of the curriculum, I think the students would really motivate from them. I've learned from Mr. Bobby, was our instructor, and I've learned from Mr. Bobby that the more you learn about chess, the more fun it becomes, the more challenging it becomes, and it just gets more complicated and more intense. So one semester or 1 year of chess is just skimming through the top, I would say, for lack of a better word. It's just getting right at the surface. So the more chess they get, the more deeper they get, the more they are able to learn and use different strategies. I know that Mr. Bobby has taught us that a chant that says something about let's put chess into it.
Okay.
So they're doing that, and we would love to see more chess. I know my students would definitely benefit from more chess.
Yeah, it seems like it's a very strategic. I remember as a kid, I had a chess class in junior high school, and I absolutely loved it. I mean, it's very challenging, and I guess just, I don't know, technically it just makes your brain think and strategize, and so you're saying that carries over into the other subjects, into the other way of learning, and to just how generally they may approach their learning. Overall, it's fun, but it's challenging at the same time, and that's a rare kind of combination, it seems. Huh?
Definitely. I know chess is very strategic, so I know for math it really helps them. But even for reading and writing, what it does that I've seen is it boosts their confidence. I can do this, I can play chess, something that maybe my family doesn't do, something I've never known about before, and it boosts their confidence, so they take that confidence from class to class, and they're setting themselves up. They have that confidence in them, and with that self-fulfilling prophecy, they will think, I can play chess, I can do this, I can get checkmate, I can read 83 words per minute, I can succeed these goals that they're trying to do in 3rd grade.
So the program has been here how long at the school?
I believe the program started in mid-September, late September, so we've only had it for about maybe 4 months, but it's done a great, I've seen a great motivation with my students. They get very excited when chess is here. I know they very much look forward to it. I've seen some students take their chess booklets outside during recess, so instead of playing outside, they'll be working on their chess booklets. So yes, it's definitely been a great motivation here at Angeles Mesa.
One of the other instructors also said that as they're playing on the playground, she also hears them on the playground chanting and saying a lot of the things that come out of that class. So it seems like it's very much integrated into just everything that they do, and they come out of the class and it carries with them. So it seems
yes,
like
right now as 3rd graders and other grades, I'm sure, just elementary in general, they're very influenced right now by what happens at school. They go home talking about their day. They tell their parents everything that they learn. So by talking about chess, they will just keep, they're very influenced right now. They're very willing right now, very willing to learn, and I think right now it's a good age, elementary school. I think the younger that you get them, the more impressed they'll be, and the more they will be willing to keep going, and the more their brain will open up, and their thoughts will go in different directions and different ways of strategizing.
Okay, Ms. Montenegro, thank you. Thank you
All
for your
right.
time. Okay, Ms. Kemp, so what subjects do you teach?
So I am the 3rd grade ELA social studies teacher
Okay.
for all of 3rd grade. So to me and Miss Montenegro.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
So the chess program has been at this school a couple of months now.
Yes.
And I just filmed them, and they seem really excited about it, and they're learning quite a bit about it. So, can you just give us some of your thoughts on the program itself and how it
Yes.
impacts the kids?
So when the program first came here, we've kind of had a whole bunch of programs that have kind of started at Angeles Mesa this school year, and I feel like my favorite was the chess program, and I think that had a lot to do with the teacher we had, Mr. Ellington, who is amazing with the kids. He captivates the room and engages the kids through his instruction. And I have just seen my kids who have a hard time paying attention as is, and he grabs their attention and has made them interested in a subject that they had no clue about before this school year. So I've just seen a great improvement in some of my kids with their comprehension and them paying attention and them being actually interested in trying towards something, which chess for this instance. So I think it's been a great program. I've seen some kids, being interested, and I've just seen the level of, their academics slowly improve, which was actually really cool to see, really neat.
Yeah, Miss Montenegro actually commented on that. She said that she would sometimes hear the kids doing one of the chants in her class or
Yes.
out on the playground.
Yes.
So it seems like it's just filtering through all the other classes,
Exactly.
the way that they're learning, and it's becoming it's a great asset to the school. So
definitely.
should it be part of the regular curriculum, or
I
what are your
would
thoughts on that?
recommend it being part of the regular curriculum. I think it helps with their comprehension, which I've noticed, them actually remembering the steps, the songs, the chants. We have also kind of integrated some of the chants and some of the things that Mr. Ellington has done for the class, and now I've implemented it in mine, and the kids love it. So I definitely think it should be part of our curriculum, especially at Angeles Mesa, especially for these kids. I think it really benefits them.
Yeah, one of the chants was, I think it was comeback, setback, comeback. And how to be a champion, what does it take to be a champion?
Yes.
So those are all definitely positive,
Yes.
reinforcing thoughts and values. So it seems that it's a great asset to the program itself, and they're having fun too.
And they're having fun. It's fun for them, and I use his, hard work pays off, and every, setback there's a comeback, and I use those in a daily, basis now with my kids because, in school things can be hard, but if you try hard, it eventually will pay off, and I feel like that's starting to stick with my kids, especially with the chess program being here. It's really improved.
And it's only been here a couple of months.
Yes.
So
Yes.
it seems like it's a huge impact just
Yes.
in a short span of time. So
Yes.
if it was like around all the time, it would definitely elevate
Exactly.
the entire school's curriculum. And I noticed that some of the teachers are I don't know, can I say surprised about the impact that it has? Is that kind of how
I
it's
think
viewed?
with every program, with every new program that comes to a school, I think you don't know the impact that it's going to have on the kids. And when the chess came, I personally have never learned how to play chess. So with Mr. Ellington in our classrooms, he brought just a whole new dimension of learning chess, and he made it in a fun, engaging way. And so I think because of that, it just has really expanded the kids' learning, and they've actually been wanting to learn chess, which, you're not sure if all kids are going to gravitate,
Right.
but what I see when he teaches, basically all the kids are engaged, all the kids are paying attention, and especially my kids who, have a hard time paying attention are actually paying
Right.
attention. So it's been really neat to see.
Yeah, it's such it's a complicated game, and
Yes.
so
Yes.
it seems like even for adults, right?
See, when I see kids, I'm like, yeah, because I don't know, half the steps, and some of the kids know, and I'm like, wow. So it takes a lot of critical thinking, a lot of strategic, moves, and and that's hard to kind of build, and some of these kids
Yeah.
through chess have built that, so it's been really cool to kind of watch that.
Well, what do you, and I'll just kind of pose this. I know, that you're not an expert in maybe some of the question I'm going to
Yeah.
ask, but it seems like that the computer games and gives them, or they need a lot of stimuli to keep their attention, and so the chess seems to kind of do that.
Yes, I think it does.
It forces them to
Yes.
use their critical thinking, or more
Yes.
of the, I don't know, the elects and the
No, it
brain
does.
stuff.
It does.
And it just gets their attention, maybe as much as like the computer games would,
Yes.
or as far as stimulating them in
does.
general. Have so you've noticed?
I've noticed
you've
that, yes. And I mean, I keep saying, but Mr. Ellington just has a way of, the kids he grabs the attention of the room with his songs, with his chants, and the way he does it has just honestly, I mean, I pay attention and I do the chants, and I participate with them, and it's just a way that he does it has just really helped the kids learn chess. He's done it in a fun way, which, it can be hard with certain things.
Right.
And so I see him and I try to, make things fun or do chants or try to think of things that I could use, because I think that really helps them.
And at the different grade levels, I saw some of the smaller kids, and so would you say it carries through, from the younger kids to the larger grades, and it's just something that stays with them and they retain and
I would
and
hope.
use?
I haven't talked to the other teachers so much about the chess, but I know for third grade in general, I mean, our kids have really, really taken to chess. And some kids, I mean, have went and gotten chess boards and, played at their recess time. And I've had kids who would want to take up their recess time and come and practice their chess books. And so I just have seen a real interest with some of the students and how interested they are in learning the game of chess.
Oh, okay, thank you. Well, hopefully, we'll get the program to stay around, and
I
it
hope
can
so.
become part of the regular curriculum,
Yes.
and just kind of keep elevating and helping the kids as much as the school can. I know that the entire school would very much like to see that.
Yes, definitely.
Okay, thank you very much.